Hey everybody, welcome to the BL Week in Review. I'm your host, BL Songbird, and join me today as we chat about all of the things that happened this week so far in the BL world. Actually, not so much what's happened so far, but more like what's coming. Ah, and what's happened so far. Hello, also hello Valerie. Good to see you too. Awesome. All the things are happening. Uh, Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'm sure the BL Express would welcome it. Comment if you're new and coming in to watch this at some point. Also, I have a YouTube channel as well. The link to that YouTube channel is in the description. You can just click on my name at BL Songbird and it'll take you directly to my YouTube channel, which I just posted a video on there yesterday, actually, a big one that is like over an hour long, and it's a really fun discussion I had with three other members of the BL community. We had like kind of a formal structured chat about the Bangkok Boy, and I was editing it and realized that it's really fascinating. It's a fun watch, so definitely worth checking out. And again, that is on my channel. So oh, how is everyone's week going? How are we all doing? I'm finally feeling better. I started feeling better over the weekend and I had a really fun time watching all of Lycan, which is a T-pop group. They had a major concert in Thailand over the weekend, and it was really fun seeing all the clips and videos from that concert. Hey, Katie, because well, I feel like that group has a lot of like openness about who they are and what communities they belong to, and they're just brave. Anybody who watched Lego's performances, like his were particularly outstanding. I was blown away by his performances, and then yeah, just everybody. That whole T-pop group is fantastic. So if you haven't checked them out at all, Lycan is spelled with a Y, Lykn, and they're a really fun group to check out. And they were also in the Boys Love series Tempo, Heart Skips a Beat. And that series is about a T-pop idol group, so it was fitting. Uh, Thank you, Chas. I feel much better this week. Yes, the Lycan concert content, right? I actually am only halfway through the concert as well. There's a couple of different fans that posted fan camps of every single song on YouTube. And one of them did it in order. And like, so I've been watching them in order, but there are like 40 songs, 35 songs. Anyway, it's a lot of songs to get through. So, oh my goodness. Lego is awesome. I just watched episode one of Muti Love and he's so pretty in that. It's true, Katie. I watched episode one yesterday morning, just a little bit after it aired. He's so pretty in that. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. So much fun. Yeah, check it out. Okay, so overview for today. Mostly it's going to be about what's coming and what started this week. Nothing ended this last week. But I did promise I'd give you guys space and room to chat about ABO Desire. So that will happen at the end. There will be a spoiler section for everybody to chat about everything that's been going on. So I'll do the news announcement, if you will. We'll run down the list of what's going on, and then we'll have spoilers at the end. The very first thing that's happened is that last night, overnight, it would have been Tuesday in Thailand. Kongtup, which is a smaller production house from Thailand, announced their 2026 lineup. There were, I think, three series. you guys, if you saw more, let me know. But I saw three. One girl's love. So, and then two boys love. One is called Ocean's Heart. That one has a pilot, 15-minute pilot on YouTube. It was more or less I was more or less able to follow it. They're still working on improving their editing skills, I feel like, at that production house. And so but yeah, I feel like this one was a little bit easier to follow than previous ones. So that was a step up, and it had some interesting action sequences that I wasn't expecting to be there. So yeah, Ocean's Heart. That's the first one for next year, and then the other one is called, oh my god, Tuang Samut. Beautiful. I might have munched that name. It was only a poster. I didn't hear it. Um, but I think that's the one probably everybody's excited about because that's from the two bigger names from that production house. So yeah, two boys love series, one girls love. There was a lot about the girls love. They seemed really on X. That seemed to be the one that everybody was excited about. So yeah, okay, that's their lineup. The next big one will be from WeTV in early November. I think GMMTV's probably won't be till late November, and then 131. I feel like last year 131 came around the same time as GMMTV, so we'll see how that goes. Demundi, I'm honestly kind of hoping they don't have a lineup for 2026. They have so many shows to get through. They need to take a break from new lineups. Let's get through some of these shows first. That's how I feel about Demundi right now. But we'll see what happens. The Guy Next Door and Wish a Bear ended. The Guy Next Door. The Guy Next Door. Okay, good to know, Usul. I'm trying to remember. The Guy Next Door is one of the Korean ones, right? And Wish a Bear, that one I do not know. Is that a one of the micro series? But let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's get through the shows that are coming up. And number one, Wednesday, October 22nd. So tomorrow, Mystique in the Mirror from Thailand. It's airing on IGE. IGE picked it up. From what I understand, Mystique in the Mirror has been on like the announcement lists for a long time now, and it's finally coming to fruition. It's suspense and thriller. So if you guys are into that, it looks kind of fun. I think it's set in at least partially in like a mental asylum. So that should be interesting. And then Patrick Rangsamant, he's the original author, and is his stories are always interesting. He did 7 Days Before Valentine. He did um what was it called? Beyond the across the universe, beyond the universe. Anyway, the one this year that reminded me a little bit of just like okay, the one where the alien came down to Earth via umbrella, whichever that one was called. He did that one. He was the author for that, and he's the author for. Oh my gosh, I should know this better. I've seen there's just been so many series over the year, but those are some big ones for you. Okay, so he's the original author for Mystique in the Mirror, so I'm sure it's going to have some twists and turns, and it's bound to be pretty dark. Also, I saw a note from him on X saying to please, if you're going to read that book, please buy it from him instead of whomever is plagiarizing and selling his PDF file. I guess he has it already translated or something like that on Meb, so you can just buy the real version. Just an aside. Oh, advocating for other authors, you know. Anyway, okay, so that one's happening tomorrow, and then on Saturday we've got the two of them, which is from Myanmar. Shout out to Asul again for finding it, and it's going to be on YouTube. It's a mini series. It's based on a true story. It looks like it's probably going to be sad. And then again, series from Myanmar that I've seen have been sad. So just something to prepare for. All right, the guy next door is the Korean one, and Wish a Bear is the micro series from Thailand. Okay, good to know. There you go. There you go, guys. Wish a Bear. I really don't follow micro series. The ones with like super short episodes. Was it cute? I hope it was cute. It sounds like it should have been cute. Okay, the guy next door. Oh, that's the one from the Korean one. No, oh no, the other one. Yeah, the other one is also something about a next door neighbor, but it's from Vietnam, but it's different. Okay, that was like hot neighbor or something like. Okay. Oh, I thought I was doing great, guys. Am I what? I don't know. Okay, Sunday, October 26th. We've got head to head, also from Thailand. Thailand really has quadruple so many more series than the other countries. But I guess kudos for them. They saw a soft power and they're going for it. So head to head is starting. I believe internationally it'll be on YouTube. It's from GMM TV. It is a college BL with a fantasy twist. The guy can the guy has dreams about the future or something along those lines. So it should be fun. College BL fantasy twist, always fun. If you like that kind of thing. Hot Brother Next Door is the Vietnam. Yes. See, so confusing. Thank you. Okay, so we have Hot Brother Next Door. That is still airing, and that's one's from Vietnam, and then the guy next door is from Korea. Okay, we've got it. We've got it. We're on track. Okay. I gave all these announcements last week for new series, but we'll go through them and we'll talk about. I did manage to watch episode one of most of them, not all of them. But if you've seen episode one of any of them, this is your opportunity to let the world know what you thought. And is it worth checking out? Okay. Is it worth watching week to week for that matter? Because some of these series might be better binged. The first one, In Heart, the next installment of the For Destiny project from Thailand on YouTube. Cut. On View Thailand, uncut. Did anybody get a chance to see that? This is the one from 9NAA Entertainment. That is one of them that I actually did not watch. But if you did watch it, let us know what you thought. Okay, the second one is airing on Fridays. Me and Who, Thai series, WeTV in the United States, and actually anybody from Europe or other countries, let me know. Is it WeTV in your country or is it 10 cents? Because it might just be 10 cents in the United States. Anyway, Me and Who is on WeTV, aka 10 cents, and it was my happy spot on Friday. Episodes 1 and 2 dropped on the same day, and it was so funny. I cracked up, guys. I was laughing so hard at that show, and I realized we need more shows to laugh at. I'm laughing so hard. Uh, the premise is excellent, and I would have liked them to explore more instead of rushing to the next part or story arc. I liked how the focus was almost solely on the main couple. Okay. I watched the first two episodes of Me and Who. It will be fun. It's WeTV in Australia. Good to know. So, WeTV in Australia, WeTV in Europe. We're special here in the United States. Okay, good to know. So I'll always say both. Because yeah, in the United States it's 10 cent because WeTV is something else. And if you look up WeTV in the United States, you will not at all find what you are looking for. I liked Me and Who. Did not like their previous show, but they seem much more relaxed and comfortable in Me and Who. That's interesting because everybody loved the monster next door. Not everybody, but I loved the monster next door. But I gave them some forgiveness because it was their first series together. I fully enjoyed Me and Who. I was surprised how much I laughed out loud. Right? It was funny. I laughed. I laughed hard at that one. So fun. Okay, the next one. We're going through Sundays now. These are airing on Sundays. Chosen Home. That one's from Japan. It is a queer found family series. I don't know if you would call it BL or not. It is on Netflix, and I adore it. Absolutely adored it. It's giving our dining table vibes, and I'm here for it. I loved it so much. So, if you happen to have Netflix, Chosen Home is a story to watch, guys. Although you might be upset when it ends and the next episode isn't available. So, if you're that person, you might want to save it to binge. It's just excellent. It's so fun. So Chosen Home, a story for you guys. Okay. The next story on Sundays. Let's see. I guess we'll keep up in the comments for a minute. Everybody loving episodes 1 and 2 of Me and Who. The leads do have awesome chemistry, Krishna. I agree. Uh, Katie, yes, you do need to watch Chosen Home. It's DeLorean. I agree. It's going to be amazing. So good. The main lead is in his 50s, guys. So for everybody who is a little older and always wishing for older actors because they're all youngins, this is one for you guys. Love Chosen Home, right, Valerie? Ceresia, Chosen Home, I adored. I also wouldn't call it a BL. It's sweet and dramatic. It is. It's not. I don't know. It's a BL, but it's very queer, right? Because both main characters are gay. So maybe not a BL, but very queer. Super fun. Loved it. I thought it was worth mentioning. I feel like all queer stories should be celebrated and mentioned. Sounds like I need to add Chosen Home to my watches. Absolutely, Chas. 100%. Last Meal Universe also. Thank you. That is the other series by Patrick. Not, well, the book is by Patrick. The series was very hard to come by in the United States. Okay, so the next Sunday show is an odd one. Oh, it's odd. It's odd in its production because it's from oh my goodness. All right, it'll come to me. In the meantime, it's a Mandarin series, but it's from a production house in Thailand. It's on YouTube. Episodes are like 30 minutes each, and I actually found episode 1 way more entertaining than I expected, and interesting. I didn't like the preview was really confusing, and I was a little lost watching the preview. So you kind of go into the series blind, and I was pleasantly surprised and entertained by episode 1. It's got some fantastical elements that were unexpected, and it's going to be one of those shows where you're like guessing things to kind of figure out what the heck is going on. But easy enough to follow that the guessing is fun rather than you just being lost. I hope that makes sense. So, Pluto Sharon on YouTube from somewhere. Okay, let me. From where? It's going to. I'm going to find it. So I just watched it yesterday. M-Flow. It's from M-Flow, guys, which is the same production house that did My Stubborn. This is very different than that. Totally different. I'm going to put the name in the chat for everybody. It's a little different. So yeah, there you go. So I like the ending a lot because the character realized the catch almost the same time as the viewers. I don't generally like it when the viewers know more than the characters. That's fair. Also, Last Meal Universe was a hoot. It was super fun. It aired earlier this year. You still, it's for free to watch. You can watch it anywhere. Like, you don't have to be in Thailand to see it, and it's free. It's just not on YouTube. I think it's on 131, like on their website, or it was something weird like that, or 1D, or anyway, it was weird. Okay, so Pluto, Charon, And then the other one, that was Sunday. Interesting show. Worth taking a look at. And the other one is I lost my place. I am so sorry. The other one on Sunday was my comment about the chat was on Pluto Charon. Oh, okay. Never mind. So you weren't talking about the ending of the series. You were talking about the ending of the episode. My bad. Okay. The next show is School Trip. Joined a group I'm not close to. It's a JBL. It is I lost my place again. Okay, it's on Gaga Ulala. And it is cute. Cute is what I wrote. So, School Trip joined a group I'm not close to. The story was literally, the episode 1 literally kind of fit that title. Japan, Gaga Ulala, and cute. That's what I got from that. It has classic BL vibe to it, and like they jumped right in to the deep end, if you will. I loved School Trip. Yeah, really liked School Trip. There you go. A very cute first episode. Sweet series. There you go. Cute, sweet, enjoyable. All great words, right? Absolutely. Okay, so that was Sundays. There are 3 new series on Sundays. Pluto Charon was confused for a little bit about their subtitles. They fixed them within 24 hours. They had English subtitles. It was listed, but then when you clicked on them, they were still in Thai. It was kind of funny. But yeah, they did a really quick fix. They're paying attention, so I think there will be very few glitches moving forward. On Mondays, so yesterday, My Secret of Seer, another one from Thailand. YouTube again. It's uncut on View Thailand, but honestly, the version I saw on YouTube was easy enough to follow. I at least episode 1, it didn't seem like a whole lot was cut out. Enough, significant enough was. Oh, it didn't seem as though enough was significantly cut out to make it no longer understandable. It was an interesting start to a show. The guy can smell people's energy. It was entertaining. So yeah, My Secret of Seer, it's got the kind of spooky vibes. I think there will be some ghosts involved, some darkness, some lightness. That is Monday's series. And then another queer one, not boys love, but queer, definitely queer. Muti Love, Diva Deva Mata. YouTube, again on YouTube. Absolutely hysterical. It's a little loud. So if loud things are something that might like be upsetting for you or get on your nerves, it might not work for you. But like we've got Lego in that series, we've got Neo in that series. If you're a GMM TV girly or boy, that it's gonna be super fun. My Secret of Sierra, a bit rough around the edges, but I'm going to keep watching. Yeah, Ceresia, that about covers it. There were a couple of parts in there where I got a little confused, a little lost, if you will, in the editing. But overall, it was interesting enough that I'm going to try one more episode to see what I think. There's just so much airing right now. You got to really love something to keep going with it, right? I counted this last week. There were 34. It doesn't seem to be going down. It just seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. 34 series. So, you can't watch them all. I'm watching 13 of the 34, which still seems like a lot. So yeah, if you drop one occasionally, it's unfortunate, but it's going to happen more often. I love the storyline with Mark's character in Muti Love because it was unexpected, right? He is quite the character in this Muti Love storyline. And I am going to give GMMTV kudos for writing. They have a really great short story writer on their team. Really great, like some fun short stories going on. Yes. Thank you for spelling it out for everyone, Chas. Diva Deva Mata. It's tiny on my little screen, but it is there and it was loud. Yeah, adore the cast. Absolutely. I adore the cast too. Anyway, okay, so here we have come to the end of our list. If I've missed anything, feel free to throw it in the comments. Again, I went from last Tuesday to this Tuesday's, and from this Tuesday to next Tuesday. So anything starting after next Tuesday will be on our show next Tuesday. So that is, if you didn't hear a show, it might be because the air date, the start date is after next Tuesday. Okay, this is the spoilers section. Let's bring it on. Bring them all in. There nothing actually ended that I was watching. Also said a couple of things did end. If you have some spoilers for those because you watched them, feel free to add them in here. I do say ABO Desire, who watched it, who has things to say. That was the Mandarin series that was well, ABO, Alpha Beta Omega. It was Mpreg. And I think people have stuff to say about that one, so feel free to throw in your bits about that. Also, going to go ahead and ask, what was your favorite bits from the series you watched this week? Does anything stand out to you that was particularly enjoyable? Because that's what I've got. You know, was the things that were enjoyable from the week. Have a great chat, everyone. I want to watch ABO one of these days, so want to be surprised by. That is fair, Valerie. Talk to you next time. Okay, so favorite parts: chosen home, me and who is watching Kamjira. This is the spoiler section. I think that like Kamjira would be fun to chat about too. So what do you guys think? What sounds fun to talk about? What does everybody want to talk about? I'm open to whichever shows. Leaning towards maybe Kamjira, maybe Desire. Still loving Punk's Triangle. The paint scrape. Okay, let's do it. The paint scraping scene in Punk's Triangle. That was the moment, right, where he's taken the shirt off and he still has paint on his back, and the other guy scrapes it off his back. That part, you guys are on that part. Um, would prefer that part. I have to say, Ceresia was really well acted because there wasn't a whole lot to say, but we knew what they were thinking just by the way they were responding and acting in that particular part of that story. It was fantastic. So yeah, Punk's Triangle, everybody. If you're not watching it, that one is super fun. Really, really fun. From Japan on Gaga. Yeah, totally worth checking out. Would prefer to have at least one episode to really finish off Desire. One more episode. Everybody is like curious, right? Because from what I understand, there was like wedding photos floating around and no actual wedding scene. So they're like, is there going to be a special episode? So maybe, DeLorean, that maybe there will be a special episode. The editing of the scene where Namping was sitting on King's lap in the car was hilarious in the latest episode. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun, right? He was wrapped up in the talisman and in the prayer position. Yeah, that was really cool. I loved the part where um, my brain. Oh my gosh. Ah, okay. The names are eluding me. This is rough. Okay, the part where the two boys fell into the water and like had the past life experience again, where we learned a little bit more about their story, and then then they decided to fight for this lifetime. That part I loved. And why I can't remember names right now is beyond me. Funny. Okay, so let's see. Kamjira has been fabulous. Bummed that people who read the book have spoiled a huge thing about the finale if they keep it the same. But I'm excited for how they finished it off. DeLorean, I'm glad I haven't seen that spoiler. I missed it. I missed it. I'm so thankful now. Okay, I'm so thankful that I don't go obsessively scrolling through tags like I used to. Someone who read the book of Kamjira spoiled a plot point for the finale. Yes, I missed this spoiler. That's annoying though. I hate it when that happens. Um, and then you get curious, so you're like reading it, which is unfortunate. I am loving Punk's Triangle, but I'm a little concerned whether there will be fallout about the model not revealing his real identity for too long. Oh, I'm sure there will be, Chas. That model and his like his double identity is going. That's going to be a hard hit at some point. It's got to be, right. It's going to be one of those plots. For Desire, I didn't care so much about the future of couple one since all their stuff was the bulk of the show, but all the stuff with the second couple was left hanging. DeLorean, that's what I understand. Everybody, and I would have been part of that, everybody who was rooting for the second couple was sorely disappointed with the finale. I would have been there. I was only watching that for the second couple. Ceresia, Tarn, and Jet, thank you. Where their names went, I don't know because I love Jet. And like they just vanished. So thank you, thank you. Kapkuna Kapkuna ha. I still have no idea how one person is playing both characters in Punk's Triangle. They look so different, right? What was that? Like he takes his wig off and like suddenly he's transformed completely and looks completely different. How is that even possible? I don't know. I'm also glad I haven't seen the Chemdira spoiler. Yes, Chas buddies. Okay, I don't even know how we've pulled it off, but we managed to. Um, Punk's Triangle has been great. Hook from the first scene. Absolutely. Uh, and Chemdira, the ending of that episode was a lot. Like I'm like really there. You had to end it there. And then I realized watching both of those that we're kind of watching two series at the same time that have like that action story arc, right? So the action, the climax of the story is going to go into the finale, it's going to go to the final episode. And the other story like that is Revamp. Except Revamp's only 10 episodes long. So it was also the big climax part of the story. So Revamp and Chemdira are both like climaxing at the same time. They're both peaking at the exact same time, and they're both going to be like having strong intros into the finale with that as well because they kind of have that action story going on, that story arc, right? So it's kind of interesting. I'm like, wait, we're losing both of those shows this weekend at the same time. That kind of sucks, actually. Um, I'm waiting for a Boon Dunk showdown. Yes, Boon. Yep, that is coming. Really, Hua Yong was jealous of his own child, Katie. You know what? I could see it though because like he didn't have a development arc, right? Right? He was a sociopath from beginning to end. It would make sense that he was jealous of his own kid. KBL, the guy next door, the not so good subtitles disrupted the viewing experience as the story relied heavily on dialogue. Okay, good to know. So if you understand Korean or maybe learning Korean, you might be able to go through that one. But if you don't, then might not be the one for you. That's funny. It's funny. Okay, so Minhu was hysterical. I especially found the stuffed peacock that had to go everywhere with him to be an absolute hoot. I was like, why is there a peacock in the hospital with you? why is there a peacock by your bed? And then you learn that it's like his blankie or something, and he has to take it everywhere with him, so it goes to his new home as well. What? Like, really? And then I don't know. I'm glad they kind of established his character at the beginning in his real world as it's like kind of the reverse, the pauper to prince story, right? Going from abject poverty to wealth, and how somebody who is used to having nothing treats all that at the end of the day. So me and who hilarious, and then that older man in Chosen Home. I don't remember the character's name at the moment, um, but he was just so cute with all of his cute animals and all of his like, I'm finally going to take my power as a gay man. Like, I've spent my whole life thinking I was wrong and I'm done with that now. I'm going for it. I thought that was a really cool thing that happened in that show. The peacock seemed to magically move from room to room and appear everywhere. Right? What was that? I was laughing. I was like, wait a second. And for a second, I thought the peacock was like a pet. I thought it was a live peacock, not a stuffed peacock. Little did I know that it was not a live peacock. Oh my God. Me and who, the way his parents celebrated, the way he acted so entitled. His poor brother seems to have been completely ignored his whole life while the parents doted on the main guy. Right? I can see there being something there, but because the way this new person is acting, like on the underside, he's just really kind, right? So the fact that his brother is so ignored, I have a feeling there's going to be a story arc there. I'm so glad they revealed the soul swap and mind reading near the beginning so we can have fun with it. Right? Thank you so much. That made me so happy too. I was like, yes, he's just straightforward about it. I can read your mind, obviously, like right up front. And now we can just have fun. So refreshing. It's not some weird thing that happens in the middle of the story. Um, I'm so curious about how Appo is dealing with Brian's broke life. Right? We're gonna find out. Okay, guys. Do we have anything else today? Trying to think that there's any other favorite bits. I loved Chosen Home and I loved Me and Who, and so I'm looking forward to those two. That's Friday and Sunday, and then we have the Wicked Game, which you can always tell which are the younger, which are the older on social media. I cannot believe people had flack or like were saying anything about the fact that Off-Road's character in the series is promiscuous. Like, it's a character in a series. They I feel like they get mixed up. They get mixed up between character and real life. It's like, come on, guys, he's acting as a character in a series, and that character is is willing to do whatever it takes for money. Cool, good for him. That has no bearing on his real life whatsoever. It's weird. Ugh. I need to know why a royal needed a marriage with his family when he didn't like the original Apo. I mean, the people are obviously ridiculously wealthy. It's probably something to do with money at the end of the day, right? I'm still watching Lover Merman. I am too. I don't know how I feel about it, but I am still watching it. You're enjoying it. Okay. Love it. I have the same question. Okay. Chosen Home seems to have gotten the full drama treatment. It just feels different. The Wicked Game is fantastic, and both Dawu and Offroad are nailing their performances 100%. Dolori and Chosen Home has the full drama treatment. It is 45 to 50-minute episodes, which is unheard of for I feel like I've seen so many Japanese dramas that are like 20, 25 minutes that this was weird feeling to have a drama that had a 45-minute episode. Lover Merman for KT. I am very curious how what is his name? The guy who came to the island, the second guy who owns the bar. I'm very very curious how he's so good at fighting. Like his action in that scene where he was protecting Nava was kind of creepily impressive. I don't know what to make of that. Anyway, that one is drama, a lot of drama. Lover Merman, I didn't buy how fast they got together. Anyway, it felt like the writers just decided it was time, so they got together. Maybe they were trying to follow a formula and didn't go quite as well as we hoped it would. I feel like they're trying to follow the Hallmark formula on there, and I feel like Hallmark series oftentimes don't make sense in that way too, Ceresia. So it fits, perhaps. Also, I can see everyone falling for Off Road. Every time he is on screen, I want to freeze the image and just stare at his gorgeous face. That is fair, Chas. He is very pretty to look at. I will give you that. He's also deceptively strong and like, damn, yeah, dang, very, very, very nice. I'm curious to see why the brothers were brought into the show halfway through, right? And the brothers, and we're on Lover Merman still. I assume the adopted one is a merman, and I assume that maybe as well, considering a new merman appears in the next episode preview. Um, Putting two brothers in the mid show, I'm like, can they still weave a plot adequately? I'm a little bit worried about that plot. It feels like it might be taking on too much for the amount of time it has. Oh, all right, guys. Any final thoughts for the day? If not, I'm going to let you go. Um, get on with everybody's days or evenings or whatever time it happens to be where you are. We'll have some fun this next week. There are two major series ending on Saturday that we will have to unpack 1000%. Kemjira and Revamp are on the list. And I will have a little bit of like a more formal fun thing for that one, for those two, because I think they're a big deal. So, talk to you guys next week and good luck on all of your happenings and enjoy all the shows. And I will talk to you soon. Yeah, can't keep up with them all. Pick your favorites, guys. Bye.